from Buffalo Bills Stadium in Orchard Park, New York.
They'll run on first down. McQueen. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide. As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. Vic now from the 50. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Vic now. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. The first carry for the North Texas man, it's Jeff Wilson. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as strong running gets them to the 9-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Vic. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. 2nd down and goal. Vic. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Vic, 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now the numbers for Waddle in last week's ball game. 14 carries, 52 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Fields. This one to the left to Higbee. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On 2nd down, there's the option going left. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Of a move. Man. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels and picking up some nice yardage.
44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Robert Quinn in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On 2nd and goal, Fields finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Fields now to throw. Rolling to, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. Only a 3-yard loss there on the sack, but more importantly, it leads to a 4th and goal. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. McPherson's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
From the 27, Vick. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Cameron Hayward, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Now here's Vick. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Open man is Waddle, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 36. Here's Fields. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw taken in by Jarwin. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Vick now after the fumble recovery. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Vick readies to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Cameron Hayward. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Gets past 1 man. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown Colts. Tyreek Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. 1 play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Now it's Wilson. And he won't quite make it to the 25. On play action, Vick. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
On 1st down, McQueen. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To throw, Vick. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. On third down, Vick. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they do get this across midfield of the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Now it's Fields. Outright completes it to Jarwin. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. I call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll run on first down. McQueen. Taken down by Pete Werner. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Throwing, Vick. Forced out to his left. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
They'll try to throw it here. Vick. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Colts are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll start here with Jackson. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Back to throw, Fields. That's going to be caught by Waddle. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. I will remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Another catch there for Waddle. And he is going to have a Colts first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To throw is Fields. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
over the middle and complete to Waddle. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded at the 20. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. A first down throw coming for Vick. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. This will be the final play of the half. Vick. Buying time to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So we come to half. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. On 2nd and 7, Vick. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So Frank Reich had it right as his guys win the challenge. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. On first down, it's Fields. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Now they try the right side here. Up past the 25 to the 26. A gain of 5. Fields on 3rd down. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode Really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Open man is Higbee, the tight end. Now a 2nd down and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 36. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, they'll try to run it. The tackle by Robert Quinn. On 2nd and 9, Fields. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Play action. It's Fields. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. So they're able to build on things here with a field goal, but, you know, the question is how much longer can they really rely on their defense to pitch a shutout?
That's a great question because, you know, the guys on the other sideline are saying, give us the ball. We want another shot at this. So, yes, tight game, he'll take the 3. But this game, it's far from over.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now left side on the swing pass. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. Here's Vick. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking.
And he loses the football a 2nd time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. It's the sack master, Justin Houston, who comes up with it. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. On 1st down, McQueen. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. 2nd and 5. Vick to throw it. And he finds Gronk. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. It's a play fake. Now Vick. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Looking to throw. Vick. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Back to throw again. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's a handoff out of the gun. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now Fields. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Kevin Huber now, as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo set to get the football back here. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
They'll run on 1st down. McQueen. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Vick. And finding Emmanuel Sanders here. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Vick will look to throw on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Vick now. And Gronkowski's got it. Complete over the middle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Play action now. Vick. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Here's Johnny Hacker now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. Fields throw complete there to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. From the gun, here's Fields. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Not much there, only a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Fields being chased, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Reggie Ragland able to get in there and drop him behind the line. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
They'll set up the screen here to Justin Jackson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Now, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
From just shy of midfield, Vick. Sanders has it over the middle. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. First down, Vick. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Vic to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Colts are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they take a knee. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away